It is a tough situation, especially when the growth also is not coming. So you can almost say it's a stagflation kind of an equation. 3-4 ways. One is, how do you in the short run, and we believe it's only going to be in the short run, that there are some blips coming from this inflation and fall in growth and so on. One, we engage Six Sigma in a very serious way in our company. We probably are one of the few companies who does that in the food industry. We work along with our business partners, being the fastest growing food company in the country, and system level growth over the last 5-6 years has been almost 50%. We are able to work with our business partners, and economies of scale benefits we try to get to ourselves. But having said that, the present situation is a bit more worse than that. So we have reluctantly I am saying this, passed on a 5% price increase to our consumers just in the month of November. We normally like passing on 3%, and which we believe does not have any radical or, for that matter, no impact on the consumer behavior. 5% is higher than what we normally do, but we are forced to do that. But this is how to manage the short-term inflation. The larger picture which I still want to focus on, and I always take pride in saying this, that I believe that the medium to long-term prospects in this country, the growth prospects, the consumption story, the often talked about, the middle of the income opportunity, I think is still very much intact. That's why, this year, we had earlier said we will open 125 Domino's stores in India and 18 Dunkin' Donuts stores. We have upped that guidance to 135 and at least 30. In a tough situation like this, it will mean spending more money. For that, if by upping these numbers, we probably are going to invest around 15-20 crores more. But that's what you have to focus on, the 3 to 5 years, and not for tomorrow morning.
Absolutely right, sir. Since you've mentioned that 5% is the increase that you've passed on to the consumers in the month of November, do we see more price hikes on the anvil?
Not in the immediate future, for sure. There's also a limit to which you can push the customers. And I'm also hoping that, this inflationary trend is going to come down. I think already we are seeing on vegetables, which is a key ingredient in our portfolio, will come down even in the month of December. December, January, the winter months are normally good for vegetable prices. They should come down. And we also hope and, pray that there will also be some, southwardly pressure, which means trending downwards of a lot of other ingredients. So hopefully there will not be a situation where we'll have to take further price increases immediately.
Also, you mentioned about the fact that the company plans to take the expansion plans forward. What kind of growth are you going to witness in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities?
Oh, that is one thing which I like talking about, because that is where the real Indian story is. In the short run, if you kind of get bogged down too much with these bit of inflationary pressures or slowing in the growth and so on, you can lose sight of the big picture. The big picture, according to me, is what unfolds 3, 5, 10 years from now. And we are mercilessly focused on that, while we are, of course, addressing the short-term blips. So what we are doing is, we have entered already 25 new cities this year. Over the last 4 years, we have entered 80-90 new cities in India. We are today present in more than 140 cities in India. This year, from 125 new stores that we had said earlier we will open, we have upped to 135 in Domino's, and Dunkin' from 18, it's at least 20. All this expenditure, capital expenditure is happening. We can easily convince ourselves, let's stash this cash away, hold it for the rainy day. But no, because every time we open a new store, whether it's in a big city or in a small new Tier 2, Tier 3 cities, it's doing well. So we want to be focused on that, but manage the short term, also closely.